Welcome back, pro wrestling fans. Welcome back, IWC. Coming to you live to tape from the lounge. It's your old buddy, the Guardian of Chaos, Big Daddy. And I tell it like it is. I'll say that to say this. Here we are doing a live to tape watch along a few days after, but AEW Grand Slam Australia. We're doing it match by match, segment by segment. Go back here on Guardian of Chaos, the YouTube channel for Chaos Corner, and check out the previous uploads for AEW Grand Slam Australia. Down under. The dust has cleared. Everything has settled. So here we are on a Wednesday morning. I guess the Fallout show from Down Under will be tonight on Dynamite, I'm assuming. I thought the show was a solid show. A lot of controversy, whether it be the ring, the lack of talent, the announcing, so on and so forth. So I'm here to give you an insider's view, someone who actually was in the business, who was in the ring, who took fucking bumps, to give you my opinion and what I think. After every other podcast and everybody did their thing since Saturday, because this isn't a podcast, it's a show. One man, unique, unedited, unscripted, raw dog for you, the fans. We already just did a live to tape watch along and review of Omega Ospreay against Takeshita and Fletcher. We just came out of the second match that we reviewed, Okada against Buddy Matthews. We are now going into the Death Riders, BCC, Dick the Boozer, whatever you want to call him, and Claudio Castagnoli Cesaro against Jay White and Adam Copeland, Cope, Edge, Rated R Superstar. Welcome back. You're certainly a legend. But you didn't learn from jumping off that cage, with all due respect, that you did another high-risk spot here in Grand Slam Australia. And the Death Riders are sinking this company quicker than you can imagine, besides misusing MJF and totally losing his momentum. Sit back and relax. Let's get into the next match. Shout out to my mods, Austin Nance, the OTS Tribal Queen. Kick back in the lounge and let's continue this live to tape review watch along of AEW Grand Slam Australia ahead of tonight's Dynamite. And I will be reporting live like I always do for WWE and AEW, whether it be here on the post section, the community section on YouTube, or over on Twitter, aka X, at Big Daddy GOC. And the GOC stands for the Guardian of Chaos. And that's right, I'm back right now. I'm giving the Midnight Rider, the Chaos Rider, a little break because he's been dominating the channel. Because remember, we've never been in the same place at the same time and seen together. I'm under appeal with YouTube right now, who still owes me money. They've been stepping on my throat. It's come to a head. That's why the protest here on this channel. And even if I could use that word, copyrights, algorithms, something's going on this channel. So I wanted to come back when something big was coming up that I could review it. And then the Midnight Rider will be back, because this channel, this show, is a story with emotional investment, psychology, storytelling in itself, if you're following along. And that's what makes this channel different. And that's why you're better off when you walk out of here than when you fucking walked in here. So you can hold a conversation and know what you're talking about from someone who walked the walk and now talks the talk. The hardest working man in this space. There's no two ways about it. You could say, oh, you don't have all the graphics and content, you're not up to date. I give it to you raw dog, put a face to the product. I'm not hard to find. Drop an elbow on that like button. Let's get into the Death Riders against Cope and Jay White. This goes about 20 minutes. Don't forget, we're coming back with more content for Rampage. Rampage. That's persona non grata. We're coming back for more Grand Slam Australia, which basically was AEW Collision. So don't go anywhere and continue to check the uploads. 5,000 videos on this channel. Navigate the playlists. I appreciate it. I love you guys, especially my subscribers, the loyal people. And you people that aren't watching or that are new, hit the button, subscribe. It's free. You're watching anyway. The analytics tell me, although we've gone down a lot, At one point, we were averaging 50 to 65,000 viewers a week. Let me say it again. 50 to 65,000 viewers a week on this channel over the summertime. Now that it's just original content and I got stepped on by YouTube and other people that are snitches who get stitches, can't mind their own business, worry about your own channel instead of me, we're down to anywhere from 5 to 10,000 viewers a week now, which is still okay because there could be 5 viewers a week and I'd still be doing this. Whether it be baseball or pro wrestling. After family, our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, these are my loves and passions. Pay attention. Stay mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually fit. What do you think about me hanging out in a lounge as opposed to the bunker or the executive offices? I'm digging this. All right, let's get on to it. I will do commentary, play-by-play, views, thoughts, and opinions, along with Nigel and Schiavone. Let's see what we got here. I hope it's not too loud. We're going to have commercials, and thanks for being here. And I really do mean that. No gimmicks or chicanery. Here we go. The main event. Well, this wasn't the main event. The women's match was the main event, I believe. All right, here we go. And don't forget now, we are going to do a little voiceover because, again, YouTube is on us. And I don't believe it's just the algorithm. All this AI stuff that everybody's into because it's a slippery slope. You better be careful what you wish for. I'm just saying that. And coming out first is the rated R superstar, Adam Edge Copeland. I won't call you Cope. All due respect. Because for as great as you are, legend as you are, millions you're making, Hall of Famer, you jumped off that cage, broke your leg, should have never done it. Dumb move at your age. That's like me trying to do it, although you're twice the athlete I am. I get it. And then doing the jump off the balcony. I don't know how smart that was. I really don't. But the fans, stand by. There might be a little glitch here. You know we have technical problems, whether it's with that mechanical bitch Alexa. Pardon the language. Let me just make sure that I have the right footage that I want to get to. So stand by. Stand by. Don't go anywhere. I got to make sure I have that. I don't want to get fan cam footage. I really don't. I'm trying to see if I could find this now. I had it on there, but I think that was fan cam footage, which maybe I might have to go back to and do the play-by-play if I can't find this quick. I don't want to waste your guys' time here. I want to get right into it. I want to be able to review it, but maybe I will go over the fan cam footage of what I found. It's about 25 minutes, and I'll do the play-by-play if I can't come up with what I need to come up with. So stand by. Don't go anywhere. Have a cup of coffee. Grab a snack. Here's your chance to go to the latrine if you need to. But again, we're doing this in segments, match by match. Days after everyone else reported on it. Days after this has settled in. And the fallout show, I'm assuming, tonight on Dynamite. I might come back and do a quick preview of what's on Dynamite tonight. And again, I think last week, under 600,000 total viewers for Dynamite. And for those of you that say, ratings don't matter, you're wrong. Take your head out of your ass with the brain of a dehydrated BB, pencil necks, no offense, neck beards, mouth breathers, virgins, dweebs, goons, geeks, whatever you want to call yourself, sickos. They matter to the advertisers and to the people you're making the deal to, the TV companies, to the stations. Don't you guys? I know you understand that, my guys and gals. All right, I believe this is fan cam footage, so I'm going to do the play-by-play. If you guys can handle that. Again, we already came out of the last two matches I talked about. Omega Ospreay, Takeshita Fletcher. Great match. We already came out of, we just got finished with, I already said it. I'm repeating here because I'm trying to find the footage of Okada and Buddy Matthews. Let's go to the Copeland, the Death Riders, and Cope and Jay. I'm going to do the play-by-play. So I was stumbling along. We're already 10 minutes in. Don't go anywhere. This is ad lib. No script. The real deal. No notes. Reaction. All right, let's try this again. I guess we're going to go with it. All right, here we go. Live, raw footage, but taped here. And you can hear the fans again. It looks great. Now, the footage out of this looks like it's in a mezzanine, loge type section. So here comes the rated R superstar, and we're going to let you hear the crowd from someone who was actually in the building, 10,000 fans. A lot of controversy about the ring size and talent. I'm repeating this in every video. Let's listen. I could smell the crowd from here. Edge sliding into the ring. This is the entrances, obviously. And look at that. Now, the lights are off. You can just see the lights that are roaming. And there's Copeland still in great shape. And for a smaller building, and it's not that small because there's 10,000 people there. Maybe more, but to me, it's jammed. I didn't like the camera angles. I really didn't. I thought they were too far away at a lot of poignant times when they should have been closer on some great footage. How about this is 25 years old, this sweatshirt, just to get off the subject. This sweatshirt is 25 years old, maybe a little less, because it's from the 2000 Subway Series, Yankees and the Mets, and I still have it 25 years, 24 years later. No, I'm not in the best shape of my life, but it's spring training, so I'm coming back. Listen to the crowd. I want to give you this feel, so I'm glad I found this footage. And this isn't from Max. This isn't from TNT, TBS. Now imagine being there for this. I get it. We're supposed to be in a 50,000 seat stadium. They really kind of got screwed. They moved locations, and again, look at how much smaller the ring is. It really is if you look at it now, but not that big a deal. It gives it a different feel. But with your budget and your money, you couldn't have made sure your guys were in their usual ring and ring size to be safe. For safety precautions alone, you should have got a regulation ring over there. It's just that simple. I don't care what anybody says. I'm not here to be like everyone else, bitching and moaning and making about that and look for things to pick on, but it stands out. It's unique. But you should have announced it. And here comes Jay White. Man, I miss Juice Robinson. And Jay White's an excellent worker, but his promo skills leave a lot to be desired too. His mic skills. I mean, let's be honest about that. They haven't used him the right way recently. To me, this tag match doesn't mean a hill of beans. And what they did on Dynamite of taking the title back from the suitcase. We haven't seen the title in months. Using it with a barbed wire bat or board. Really? That's been done before, number one. Number two, you look like a fool. Number three, it didn't open it. Really is a ridiculous storyline. They've gone nowhere with it, and just with the people in it alone. Pac isn't there with them all the time. I like what Marina's doing, but Dick the Boozer is not the guy, and he's an unbelievable guy that's carried this company. I get it. But it's the same thing over and over again. I'm not disrespecting anyone. I'm telling it like it is. I have earned the right to do that. Claudio Cesaro, an excellent grappler. Yuta belongs in a different division, doesn't belong in this faction, and Pac's not around enough. Get rid of it. You've taken over nothing. It's the same song and dance. And where does this storyline come into it? Minimal with Copeland and Mox going back and forth, leading into this, but again, Tony, you're a matchmaker. I get it. I understand that. But as far as telling the story, I don't know who you got backstage, RJ City, Christopher Daniels, Will Washington, whoever. I don't know. I really don't. But I know you're not using the right people. And I just don't understand where the storyline's going. And you guys, this isn't a spoiler. This is a fact. You know who won, and I don't understand it. What storyline does it continue? And look at the crowd with the lights on. It looks incredible. The right size building. I know it was overseas because they wouldn't have drawn 10,000 for this here in the USA. They don't get this overseas, whether it be from Wales to the UK to London to France to wherever you want to be, to Australia. And they're starting right off fast and furious. Again, fan cam footage. I'm doing the play-by-play here. You won't hear Schiavone and Nigel. You're going to hear me. Now they rode Cesaro and Mox into the ring. Now is this an Australian street fight or battle or something? White and Copeland on opposite corners, laying in the 10 count, a fist to the dome piece. Marina outside with the case. Double clotheslines on the opposite side. Over goes Mox on a double clothesline by Copeland and Jay White. Boom, Cesaro with a monster backdrop over the top rope. Starting off hot. Cope and White back outside the ring now. Again, what have the Death Riders accomplished as all four fight outside the ring? What have they done with the storyline? I could have went with it if it went somewhere, but it hasn't. Started off with Evil Uno and guys like that, and the Dark World Order and Hook and Orange Cassidy. Then it went on to Orange Cassidy, and now this. I mean, how many different people have tried to break this up and stop the BCC, the Death Riders? Where the fuck are you going? And he's the champion. He's not always defending the title. I just don't like where it's going or where it's been. And the ratings tell it. The ratings tell the story. Now Jay White throws Moxley face first into the guardrails. Copeland and Cesaro battling around the ring. I believe this was a Aussie street fight. A down under. Now Jay White's grabbing the table. Shafir just lurking about. Getting in Jay White's face. Moxley from behind. That's what she's there for. This is the best she's ever done in the business. Her character's believable. All four men still outside the ring. Moxley finally tosses Jay White under the ropes. Again, a lot of people were talking about the ring skirts being too big and giving him issues, and it's true, but let's not focus on that. But the view I have here, beautiful DDT by Jay White on Moxley, who missed with that clothesline. Now, the view I have here is not a TV view. It's not ringside. It's up higher. So to see it looking down, you could really tell the difference in the ring. White over the top, going for a tope suicida, but no, out of nowhere, Moxley clubbed him in the face with a trash can. Again, nobody's in the ring, but it's a street fight. It's a battle. Cesaro and Edge are up in the stands, and this is where I said, and again, as the guy with the fan cam goes to where they were in the upper level, Copeland didn't learn. Edge didn't learn. He jumps a good 10 feet, 12 feet off that balcony onto Claudio Cesaro. Dumb move. What if you got injured again? You did the steel cage. You broke your leg. I get you're healed. Why take this risk? Why? What does it mean to the match? Again, the crowd's amazing. Nobody's in the ring. In the footage, I can't say it enough. I know I'm rambling on here, but again, this is not footage from TV itself. So this is a unique perspective for this match. And you can hear the crowd. This guy's obviously taping it with a phone, but the footage is crystal clear. I don't even know his name. And now Marina and Moxley setting up the table. You can see everything from up here. It's like I'm up here and I'm looking down like this from a balcony. What a nice perspective. Again, look at the ring. Really noticeable now. Really noticeable. Because when they were shooting it on Max and on, for Collision on TNT or TBS, whatever fucking channel it is. I apologize for the cussing. Now they're putting Jay White on the table, Moxley is. They were only showing it from a far angle, like a still, which I didn't like, and you couldn't see the action. You were way too far away. And then they would have some close-ups that were at ringside. You can see it all now. Poor job with the production. I'm just going to say that, my opinion. Now, Moxley going to the top rope as Jay White's on that table. Have Copeland and Cesaro are still up in the crowd, Claudio. Here's Mox, top rope. Copeland out of nowhere. A little bitch slap to Moxley. A right hand to the jib. White is off the table. Now it's Copeland on the... Wait. Copeland's on the top rope. He's got Mox. He's on the second rope. Mox is on the top rope. Shafir's up on the apron. Kendo stick. Singapore cane, whatever you want to call it, to the back of Edge twice. And here's Jay White out of nowhere. Grabs the kendo from Marina. Mox and Edge still on the top turnbuckle. And out of nowhere, Claudio off the apron. He gets Jay. And with that huge European uppercut. And now look. Power slam from the top by Cesaro on top of Moxley. I'm sorry, my mistake. Jay White through the table. Edge through the table. I'm as confused as the baby at Hooters. I got a little tongue-tie, little rumble, stumble, bumble there. Claudio came up from behind, grabbed Cope, who was on the top rope with Mox, from the apron, power bomb through the table. And you can hear what they're saying. The crowd was hot. I screwed up that whole commentary. And here I am commentating about other people. Ironic. And I'm a pro. I've been doing color commentary in the independents for damn near 25 years, 30 years. Big kendo shot to the abdomen of Jay White as Claudio holds on to Jay White and Marina getting involved. Copeland nowhere to be found right now. Can't see him from this vantage point. Still on top of the table, crumbled in a heap, I'm sure. Claudio looking under those ring aprons, those ring skirts, looking for another weapon. Moxley throwing in the garbage pail, the garbage lid, the steel chair. Jay White's in the middle of the ring. Now Claudio's in. And he picks up the lid over the dome piece of Claudio. Now the garbage pail, Moxley's got it. And listen, it's a stem winder, a slobber knocker, a Pier 6 brawl. Gut red suplex by Claudio on Jay White. Nice maneuver. What a strong son of a bitch he is, Claudio. Probably one of the strongest guys in pro wrestling. Again, I'm from the Loge here at Rampage. Grand Slam. Round and round we go, Whirly Bird by Claudio on Jay White. And you know why they go like this? To keep their equilibrium. And then out of nowhere, a garbage pail across the dome by Mox as Jay White was going Whirly Bird. I'm in a great mood. The espresso helps. I'm banging. Let's listen to the crowd. Again, Copeland still in between the wood of the table, laid out on the floor. Off camera, I can't even see him. Moxley, Claudio's rambling around the ring, meandering, grabbing steel chairs. Moxley's choking out Jay White over the ropes. Forearm shivers across the mouth, the jawline of Jay White. Jay White's in big trouble. Edge is finally up and crawling around on the floor outside the ring. No rules. Referees as useless as tits on a bull. Jay White trying to fight back against Dick the Boozer and Claudio. Some big chops. But again, that European uppercut is devastating by Claudio. You're a wanker, Moxley. This is great. Listen to the fans in the arena. So with this bout right here that we're reviewing days later for Grand Slam, we're right in with the crowd. That feeling. You feel like you're right there. And again, the ring looks pretty wild. But out of safety, I would have had a regulation ring. Just for safety of my talent. Edge to the top. Double clothesline out of nowhere. Flying clothesline. Gets up. Down goes Dick the Boozer. A second clothesline. A third. Going for the suplex, misses. Moxley with a double underhook DDT on Copeland. Jay White outside the ring. Claudio outside the ring. Shoulder first into the steel ring post by Moxley on Cope. And Claudio grabbing another table. Tossing it into the ring. Both Copeland and Jay White are outside the ring right now on the floor. As Claudio sets up the table in the middle of the ring. Here a grand slam down under with the GOC. That's me. Again, the kendo stick out of nowhere. Jay slides back in, whipping him like a mule, an egg-sucking dog. Down goes Mox, down goes Claudio, looking like Bruce Lee. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Wow. Man, I'll never forget the day Tommy Dreamer caned my ass. I got hit about 3 or 4 times with that Singapore cane. Jason Knight, the sexiest man alive, one of the ECW originals, caned me like you wouldn't believe, as did Ron Zombie. Man, I've been hit with a Singapore cane quite often. Jay White trying to fight off both Moxley and Claudio. Beautiful crossroads type maneuver by Jay White. It is a crossroads. He just calls it something different. Here's the cover. Wheeler useless out of nowhere with a pair of nunchucks, it looks like. Or is it a belt? Wheeler Yuta. This is what I'm talking about with the Death Riders. The BCC. No Pac. Whipping Jay White with a belt. Every match is a run-in. Every match is broken up. Every single match is the same fucking outcome, whether it's Marina, Yuta, Pac, Claudio, always with Moxley. Come on, what are we doing here? And another crossroads by Jay White on Yuta. Moxley in with a foot stomp to the face. Down goes Jay White. Now Edge has Mox. Ooh, across the ring post with the cojones. He's singing soprano. I've said it before, we're not in the holiday season, but that's my nutcracker. Now Cope, acting like he never went through a table. He's up in the ring. Claudio getting to his feet. The table set in the far side up against the turnbuckle. Copeland setting up Claudio. You know what's coming. Goes for the spear, but out of nowhere, the European uppercut. Claudio reverses it. No, big backdrop by Copeland. Spear through the table, spear through the table. Claudio is persona non grata. Dick the Boozer getting to his feet. Moxley, if you will. Spear on Moxley, spear. Yeah. Listen to the crowd. Both Claudio and Mox are out. Jay White is down and out outside the ring. Listen to the crowd. Copeland Edge is slid in a metal chair looking for something else underneath the ring. He can't find it. This is what happens all the time. Every show, every company, every organization. Too much lazy booking. Just my opinion when you have these no disqualifications, anything goes, street fights. It's not the end of the feud or anything like that. You just throw this in the match. This is supposed to be something that's a finalized to the feud or the war. Not just for anything. You've seen it all. You've done it all. Same thing with the high-risk maneuvers and the gymnastics that's in today's pro wrestling. Now Edge is back in with the steel chair as Claudio's gotten to his feet. No, that's Mox. Several shots across the shoulder blades in the black back of Mox. And if you've never been hit with a chair, not shaved down, across the head, the back, like I have, 6 concussions, then you'll understand how real this business really is. The physicality. He put one chair under Mox's head, and Edge has grabbed the other steel chair, Adam Copeland, if you will, and it looks like we're going for the concerto. And no, Yuta's back again and grabs a steel chair. And Schaefer's in and hits Copeland in the head with that briefcase. What the fuck are we doing here? Power face drop by Claudio on Edge. Here's the cover. Only a 2 count. And he kicked out from all of that. This is what I'm talking about. And now Moxley has the death grip, has the chokehold, going for a submission. Jay White's outside of the ring. So is Yuta. Now Yuda's holding on to Jay White. Shafir's out there too, and he's just choking out Edge. He's choking out Copeland. Cesaro's just sitting aside. Claudio's just sitting around. Choke, wrenching, leaning back, putting that pressure on the jawline, the larynx, cutting off your air supply, on the back of your neck, your lower back. I mean, he ends up fucking tapping. You guys know that, right? What a BS garbage ending to this. The match, to me, I'll give it 2 out of 5 stars. That's my honest opinion. The storyline, the same as well. The ending was terrible. Where do we go from here? I guess we'll find out tonight. You hear the crowd, right? Or don't hear the crowd. That's it. It's over. Moxley's not giving up the chokehold. Cesaro's in the ring. Claudio. Yuda's in the ring. In the ring. He's choking out Jay White the same way. Shafir's outside the ring. Now she's in there with the briefcase. Listen to the crowd. Garbage. And then they're ringing the bell like somebody's going to come running in. Fan cam footage. Lousy match. Lousy ending. You hear him getting booed, and there's really not much of a reaction besides that. I mean, this really was a big disappointment. So there it is. Mox, Cesaro, Claudio, whatever you want to call them, laying out Copeland and Jay White as the Death Riders are all standing in the middle of the ring. Grand Slam Australia here on the show with the Guardian of Chaos. Come on back. I have plenty of more matches to review. Dropping this kind of really took it right out of you, right? Let me know what you think. Don't you dare miss it.